Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Plus, hello Milkshake. Welcome back. Good to see you. And welcome back to Camp Survivors. This is your AI assistant Eleonora Electrica. We are back to Ace Attorney. I think there's two games I play these days. This one and Mabinogi. I missed you, me too. How are you? Welcome in. How's your evening? Or morning? So yeah, we're back. Hi Zav, hello. Welcome in. It's nice surviving here. That's good, that's good. Good to have you back. So we are at the fourth case, I think, in the first game. Well, I still have like the, the structure in mind that this is the first game and the fourth case. There you go. And hello, Lenny. Welcome in. It's free. Oh my god. Well, early in the morning then. Get some breakfast. So, what's happening in this case again? So let's see. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So, we got two guys doing Tetris. Yeah, Tetrising around. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, like, it seems like they had a fight and they stab each other and all those kind of stuff. So, random as fuck. We don't know what's happening. All we know is, we got Daddy, we got Little K, and that's it. So what is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? Oh, smells like flowers. Uncle Bad. Is this it? Isn't that Detective Bad and K over there? Looks like she managed to escape from the bailiff. Oh, what was that? No, that's not quite it. Oh, too bad, but it's so pretty. I think they're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks, I'll treasure it, always. Oh, this is so cute. Objection, hold it. Present your evidence. Oh yeah, I've got something else for you. A head pad. Oh, wait. Is that a head pad? Hello Blizzy, welcome in, how are you? Good? Thanks for all the celebrations and Sody Slab and everything. Actually, I have hot chocolate around here, so my voice gonna be a bit murky. I rest my case. Okay. Alright then. Thanks for the party poppers. Nope, I'm under the weather. Oh no! Are you okay? You alright? What's happening? Thank you, Uncle Bad. Earlier, I ate one of these with Gummy. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe? Gummy is... Snuffle. He's trying to be nice to me because I was gonna get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. Oh. I know he didn't kill Daddy. Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying. Oh, come on, let the kid cry. Come on. Just coughing is... Oh, but still dancing. Coughing while dancing, oh no. I hope you manage to get some, I don't know, like remedy or something like that to relieve your symptoms. So, did you like pizza poppers? What's that? Pizza poppers? Mini pizza bites. Fun and kid-friendly finger food. So it's like piccolino calzone. I guess so. Maybe. Why not? I mean, too American. I mean, like, you can make, like, those little pizza for the party. Okay. Oh, hi, our bestie. How are you, Benny? It's Mr. from before and the lady too. Did you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? Those things usually come frozen at the supermarket. These taste kind of bad though. I don't know. Well, why not getting... I mean, I don't know, like, quite a lot of shit pizza anyway, so I don't know. I wouldn't trust these pizza bites thing. It's been a long day, but happy to see my favorite computer AI. How are you? How are you, Benny? Good seeing you, as always. You doing great? And I'm doing great. I'm excited to come back to this game, actually. I was struggling between Mabinogi, Ace Attorney, this one, and not gonna lie, I'm struggling between, like, you know, like booting up my setup and go trucking around. You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. I'm related to the investigation. Is that so? She's 10-year-old. She's 10 and our waifu's 13. Get off. Get out. Need a good pillow and someone to tell me I'm pretty. Bro, I'm so tired. Go get some sleep. Pillow, I don't know, grab a cat or something. Hit a best soft pillow. But yeah, hopefully you manage to get some good night's sleep. Yeah, I guess. What? You were just scolding us like kids. Do not mess up with the crime scene. Oh, thanks for the nudes. And now you let this child run free. Why? She's cute. She won't run around slapping people. But okay, people are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also have a few things she wants to look into. Got a problem with that? Ooh. I didn't have a problem with that, but I'm curious as to what she is looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna look somewhere else now, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister. Yes, what is it? I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy, I mean it. So please, find a real bad guy, okay? Oh, she's so cute. I will forgive whoever did this. In the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, is no one else could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. I mean, nothing looks wrong from it. There's nothing wrong in here. It looks like it's perfectly fine. I don't even know where to start with. I mean, windows open. Oh, the aircon is working just fine in this room, so why did they open it? I don't know why. Wasn't it for the scent? I don't know, like the floral scent or something like that they mentioned. The television is the same model as the one in Defending Lobby number 2. I feel like they just copy and paste the entire scene. Looks like the 2 rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies. Yes. 2 rooms are basically the same, huh? I mean... Or is this the crime scene instead of the other one? Because it's basically the same now. I mean... I don't know. Okay, that's probably because next to the window there's the where it's easier to photosynthesize. He may be right. Plastic curtains are always drawn in lobby number 2. The caretaker of this courthouse thing is enough about these plants, do they? It's because they are the courthouse caretakers, not a bunch of botanists. I don't know, that's it, no. Detective Bad, what exactly was Kay searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay. It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. Okay. I've something I'd like to confirm with you once again. Botanist? Botanical botanist? I don't have anything to say to you. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Oh. Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate. That's the ultra strong perfume you wear. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time of it myself. Didn't think twice and opened the window. But that smell's still there. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air is perfume. Yeah, you got. Thanks, Lenny. Well, it's giving off quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap no-name brand. She said it's famous brand from overseas. Whoopsie. That's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Wait, what? Hey, little girl, you can have it. I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as how you just happen to have spare, I suppose I'll take it. You'll hold on to this bottle without fail. Oh, okay. Perfume given to Bad by you. Same perfume as the one spilled in lobby number 1. Little girl, damn roasted. Didn't they say there's like a scent of flower or something like that from the window in the crime scene? Is that all you want to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. Okay. During the recess. So you were in this room the entire recess. Like I said, I made a call to precinct to get that big look down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here. At least your story is consistent. Earlier you stated that you were in this lobby with Mrs. Yu. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came here. Then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Mrs. Yu were in 2 different locations. Guess I am. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seemed to have a great dislike for you. Oof. Let's see, Mrs. Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident, and as I recall, Detective Bat was also the lead detective on that case. I wonder if the reason for her saying isn't simply because you failed to guard Ceci, but because you were the lead detective on that case. Oh, you knew! I also know that today's trial involving Copium Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. Why are you so surprised? Now then, detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Mrs. Yu and Mr. Faraday and the KG-8 incident. If you already know that much, I guess it will be alright to tell you. I mean, I don't feel like we know a lot. I feel like we're just like bullshitting around, and you know what? I'll tell you something. Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident. It's not exactly a happy story, other than the people who were directly involved. You two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. Oh, tell me. The honest truth behind the KG-8 incident. Pulling a random bullshit goal move. True. I mean, like, Phoenix used the same strategy, you know, just bullshit around and... Oh, you know a lot, Phoenix. I'm gonna tell you more. Burafu. Faraday, you and I. As you already know, we 3 were involved with the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of the smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amano's group's secretary? That trial was just a front. Yeah, but the case became tense. All because the witness who was going to testify about the Amano's group's ties to the smuggling ring, CU, was killed. Then what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Devore. To be honest, that guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Devore was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat. A boss man? The boss man of the Amano group? He can't be serious. Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bat's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do, suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling? I mean, like, from the last case, Ernest Amano is sussy as fuck now. As I recall, he's sussy as fuck. I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure a acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed the CU, Manny Caution, was a completely different person. Yeah, right? Since he's already been acquitted acquitted since of her murder. Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday has an important piece of evidence stolen from him. Oh, stolen! That wasn't his fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday and C, I was supposed to protect them both. Wait, what? Mrs. Yu didn't mention that too. About how Detective Bat was supposed to guard her sister. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap. What kind of a trap? Holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. No! You mean you were fired upon? You were shot at that many times in one gunfight? No. Only about half of these are from these games. Only about half, I guess. I guess. The reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lesson I learned from the KG-8 incident. I mean, half is quite a lot, no? I see. I couldn't protect her. The suspect was found not guilty. We hit a brick wall, and as far as the law was concerned... Okay, I need to take a sip. And that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu. About when you first met Mrs. Yu. It was on the day of verdict of the KG-8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes. Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do, but... Just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. Then she gave me a hot slap across the face. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 slashes, well... lashes would have been punishment enough. I suppose not. You said it herself. That she never wanted to see either of us ever again. But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG-8 incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find a real mastermind behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? That's a big ring. It was in the pursuit of that ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor and I, the lead detective, took the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring and she was defending them. Yeah, you was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time for the same reason. Come to think of it, Mrs. Yu did say something to the same effect. I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for the leads regarding KG-8 incident, alright? And for that, You have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such things. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rel was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable. No, come on. You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. How dare you insult the daughter of a born karma? Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. Oh, that's all. The law is merely a tool, and there is no limit to it, only the skill of the craftsman. Oh, okay. Okay. You two are still too young, but one day you'll know what I mean. True. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we meet you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. So what's your relation to Mr. Faraday? You seem to know Kay fairly well. You met him when he was a rookie prosecutor, known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and we cracked quite a few cases together. But you two seem to have made no progress at all in the Takarasu case. Did we touch a nerve? Damn, he's old. Yeah, I don't know, like he was known to have been able to promote to, I don't know, a higher up position, but he remains in the field. If you check his age, he's like 30, really? $53. I'm gonna sleep now. Good night, milkshake. Wah-ah, wah-ah. I've no idea offhand chord. If he's 30, then I'll be like, oh no. Thanks for staying around, milkshake. Good seeing you as always. I have only one thing to say to you. No one knew more about Yatakarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial, to prove that Rel was not the real Yatakarasu, which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, approve or disprove the accusation. Sorry, but I guess I won't be doing that either. Since there's more to that statement than meets the eye, perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatakarasu is what's necessary. You claim to know much about the Yatakarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Vale. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatakarasu. What? The KG-8 incident and the second KG-8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And both of these cases, the witness who was about to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ. That is the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu. However, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be at least a bit odd? Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already. I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time. A reason, huh? And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rail's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. If it will help you solve this case, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why we never caught the Yatagarasu. What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. Whip me instead. Thank you. Still accidentally whip me. There are three main reasons why Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always know the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always know exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind ever. What the fuck? I see. Those are Yatagarasu's special traits. So does he announce, like, I don't know, like, the Phantom Thief? Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief. The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape, never tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as lowbrow as commits murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away. But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't true. Listen, little girl, I'm not done talking yet. What's different about this time was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police, and the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Colombian embassy, the Yatagarasu. So he sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a selected few other knew about. In that case, how can you be so sure that it was the Yatagarasu who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure. And just what sort of card is it? Here, take a look at this article. Oh wow, a phantom thief with wings. That's cute. Okay, Yatagarasu haunts embassy. The noble Yatagarasu, vigilant of the business world, reappears. A white card is sent along with the stolen information. I mean, if that card is already in, I don't know, like in the article or something, I can just like, you know, copy that and print it. But then when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was. Oh, okay. Then why did they send it to the police instead then? And that's how Detective Bat knew Mr. Rel was phoning. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Takarasu now. I don't. Am I the only one that's confused in here? Excuse me? Yes? His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So if you could please head over to the courtroom, it would be much appreciated, sir. Detective Bat, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. Interesting. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself, and to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. Oh, it's you. It appears that His Honor is still in a bit dispirited. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand in the witness stand. Now I have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. Well, there's no reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict. Francesca, there's no need to further depress His Honor. I'm not trying to, Miles. Your Honor? Hey. Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor, the evidence? Your Honor? Oh. You, yes, can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your Honor? Do you think you can stay focused and long enough to at least do your job? Yes, I'm sorry. And I would, except that the defense attorney had yet to arrive. Is she dead? No. Is she dead as well? Shit. She's busy with the investigation, so let's keep this brief, shall we? Very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of evidence are present. Oh no, right. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Faraday and Rel are also included. Please go ahead and use them in your investigation into their cases. Oh, their case, Your Honor. Yeah, understood, Your Honor. Pieces of evidence that was used in the murder of those two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their case. And maybe even something that would finally lead me to the truth. Oh, you just put it there on the desk. Can I take a look at that defense? Oh shit, oopsie. No, I want to go back. The hitbox big. Okay, can I take a look? Can I take a look? Yes. Not my desk, but you can't just walk off with it, right? But I can take a peek, right? Hope she's alive. I don't know. Okay, that's it. Oh, I can't take it. I see. I can't even take a peek. Boo. Alright. So this is the evidence related to today's Cadopian Embassy trial from Mr. Faraday's bag. You mean the evidence bag that was on table in lobby number 2, right? Yes, finally. We can now take a look at the evidence itself, not just the data about them. Let's be sure to make a thorough exam while we have time. Agreed. I want to take a good look at all of the evidence from the embassy murder too. Why is that? Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about. Oh no, don't point your your crop at me just because you don't know something. And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today. Because you're still in school, right? Like, school kids. Let's see. So we have the knife, the gun, and an envelope, and the wallet. That's right, I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside the evidence bag of his. Detective Bad requested it be passed along to you. Detective Bat said that. What a strange stroke of luck. Well, never look a gift horse in a mouth. We might as well flip through it too. Okay, let's take a look. I need to know this. He was in the habit of using it. Looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. Rel convicted down in there. I've collected the evidence I need to prove that Rel was the killer. Between the handgun Rel had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. Where's the tape? Where's the tape? Where's the tape? Appeared that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rel was the killer in that case. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superb clarity on the surveillance video. I don't think they actually have sounds or even a mic in the surveillance camera now. I'm just curious. Also have evidence that I can use to prove that Rel is not the real Yatakarasu. Oh, what's that? It would also be appear that he had proved that Mr. Rel was not the Yatakarasu. No matter how he may try to play it, as long as I have the Yatakarasu's key, I can prove his phony. Yatakarasu's key. If I present it to him in court, it should clear everything up. Oh. Proof, right? And he apparently also have a very definitive piece of evidence. We haven't seen Detective Bad in future, I don't know, like future time kind of stuff, right? It was because like this is a playback that where Kay's papa's dead, and we met Detective Bad. It's been a long battle. I hope that this will finally bring it to the end. I believe that he's well prepared to discredit any claim Mr. Rel may have made about being a real Yatakarasu, and he had a way to prove that he was the guilty party in the embassy murder. His organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read later. Look, there's a picture stuck in between these pages here. Hey! Hey, what's that? The key? Oh, interesting. It appears to be a key. And a rather ornated one at that. Just look at the design on the handle. Craftsmanship is superb. Could this be the Yatakarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer? The Yatakarasu's key. Detective Bat said something earlier. What's the difference about this time? Was the evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police? And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodopian embassy, Yatagarasu. Okay, until now the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a selected few others know. The evidence... Is the evidence the key that he's talking about? Must have been trying to keep the secret key safe. As the prosecutor on both Yatagarasu and the smuggling ring cases, that is to be expected. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such cruel acts? And it's never crossed your mind that you use your riding crop for the wrong purpose. That's odd. What is it? That looks like that picture, honestly. Is it a butterfly knife? Was that name for it? I don't know. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer. That's certainly odd. The weapon that was used to kill the Kodopian embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, where did that knife was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't that obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Rowe. That's the only logical conclusion, right? No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in there. Every person who enters the courthouse is checked thoroughly for the contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside. In that case, it's up his bum. I know, it's up his bum. He has a knife in his bum. In that case, how do you suppose this knife end up inside the courthouse? It's up his bum. I need to think carefully here. There's nothing related to knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. And lastly, there's one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer. That no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take a good look at the evidence. Can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? What the fuck does that mean? Actually, I do know the answer, Franziska. What is it? One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. This one? This one?
Take that!
Yatagarasu's key, Mr. Faraday mentions in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse. But not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth. You just need to take a look a bit closer, Franziska, to see what I mean. Don't the color and ornamentation of the key's handle remind you of something? They do remind me of the knife. Very good. Both the Yatagarasu's key in this photo and the murderer's knife have this very unique design on their handle. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions Yatakarasu's key, only object we found at the crime scene was the knife. Don't you seriously mean to say? It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are in fact one and the same. But that's impossible. Even if that's what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little bit more detail. Oh, how about this? Whee! Can't believe it turned into a key! I think there was such a trick to this theme. So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday was actually the key Yatagarasu stole. This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up until now. It's butterfly knife, right? I know. I was like, that looks like... especially the slot on the side. Frankly, I'm shocked. Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea this key was hiding a knife blade inside. But if that's true, and only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed him. Oh, right. Who knew that before? I wonder. Even among law enforcement, this case was top secret. Looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. The great thief Yatagarasu. And maybe Mr. Rel really was the Yatagarasu, and he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario? No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu, besides Detective Bat said earlier. But when we questioned Mr. Rel about what was sent along with the white card, he had no idea what it was. I see, alright then. I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else, and that person is a real Yatagarasu. I thought Kei was Yatagarasu. Kei was like the second generation Yatagarasu now. So it makes sense that Papa is Yatagarasu, right? At least I guess how logic works now. It seems that the key is truly the key to solving this case. This gun was originally used to kill the Copium MC staff member, and when the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Rel still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest. And then, this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic. Indeed. It doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. Okay, how about this one then? Take a quick look through these documents before the trial started. But I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it. I suppose I should explain it to you then. Yes, you should. Perfectly, and it's entirely... sorry. If you would... On the night of September the 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. And the staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. Shit. Mackerel was brought that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot. Oh, shit. So it's basically there's no time for him to like run around or something, or send something to police or something like that. Simpleton of man, that's what he was. Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. He was also caught in the act on film by a security camera. He was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. I can't believe he didn't notice the security camera. The Copium embassy's security system is supposedly very well designed. He may have simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area. Or maybe the entire thing is an act. Maybe someone that's behind him is trying to make him be caught on camera. I don't know, to bring back up the KG-8 incident or something like that. Who knows? So, have you seen the content of the video for yourself? Oh, he didn't even change. After that, he's still wearing his clothes. Yes, the surveillance video in the security camera was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. And you can clearly identify him on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear. Footage including sounds, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see that moment of someone's death in real life. Me neither. That's odd. It's short of one piece of evidence. And the piece of that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court. Yeah, right? How did that piece of evidence just disappear? It must be in a floppy. The video showing the moment in which he committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed? It's stolen by the murderer. The murderer broke in just to steal that piece of evidence and run away. It was corrupted. It was very, very corrupted. And are you done with your inspection of the evidence? Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I'm missing a single piece of... Wait. Oh, hey, that's a theory, but like, the reason why certain piece of evidence is hid in Ace Attorney, one is because that was the intention of, I don't know, like, whoever did the murder, that was the intention and motive behind is to steal that piece of evidence. And second is because there is some evidence that's stuck on it, and they have to take it away, otherwise it's telling who the murderer is, basically. Who knows? However, Your Honor, I'm missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence. That makes sense, right? I think like there is a couple of cases in the AA that does that before. It was like, I don't know, a single droplet of blood that's stuck on it, or like the pattern of the blood spilled on it was sussy, that tells the entire story kind of stuff. Something like that. What? No, I dare not lick my duties. What do you take me for? No, Your Honor, the most important piece of evidence is in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me. I brought his whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene. Oh, it could be. It could be. Maybe it's in the TV. Who knows? There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek. Why would you watch like a video clip on your TV when you're having a chat. Hey! It's a young Dang! Look! He's so young! Hello, the Quizmaster. Welcome in. That's Detective Bad. Who is he with? I've never seen that officer before. So did you find it? No, not yet. I've looked everywhere. I see. Well then, please continue with the search. Understood. I will continue the search. Hey! So you're the one running this show? Prosecutors like you shouldn't even be allowed in at the crime scene. How dare you? Just who do you think you are? Oh my god, the angry guy from Badger Case, right? Oh. Apologies, my cat's around. Hey, what's up? What's up? Okay, let me just get him some treats. Okay, I'm back. So what was that all about, and who was that man just now? Whoever that he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life. Welcome back, Pinky. Hi back. Hi back, I'm Dad. No, that's Lenny's channel. This is my channel, Dad. Got no dad joke in here. Does he even know what we're standing right? That we are standing right here behind him. No. I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids? Looks like you were paying attention after all. I mean, he's looking in the mirror to check behind. Of course I was. So he's looking into his mirrors to make sure no one's sneaking behind him then. Interesting. I have eyes in the back of my head. So that mirror isn't just for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out for who and what is behind him all the time. So tell me, Detective Bat, who was that rude man just now? The guy came here from the Republic of Shenfa to study. He's Agent Lang. He's trying everything he can to revive a lost honor of his family. Oh, he's traveling the world to study different philosophies of entertainment from scratch. Oh, interesting. As a student, Agent Lang, by visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication. He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he's rude. I see. Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come into this country and give prosecutors a hard time. I agree, however, I can think of one young lady's that statement also applies to. Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad? Earlier that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well. Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you. I highly doubt that has nothing to do with me. Fine, if this is the game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him. Okay, let's take a look at this one. There's one tiny TV. Detective Gumshoe was rather shocked at this and said it's huge compared to his own. It's above average, that's what it is. I see it's glitching. The edge of the TV is actually glitching. Interesting. With the animation of the curtain. Interesting. So you can't check what's inside. I thought it was like, you know, videos inside kind of stuff. Earlier you were in lobby number 1 and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite a busy man, Detective Bad. Multiple returns to a crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives says. I see in that case you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct? Don't have anything left to say to you, boy. Boy, you'll see, I'll draw my answer from you one way or another. But the killing you helped us even a tiny bit in our investigation. I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That's help enough, don't you think? Ugh. Please, we're asking you for just a bit more of your cooperation. Don't push me, kid. Daddy says so. I'd like to ask once again about what happened around here at the time of the crime. I refuse to answer. Any more investigation you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about? Things you don't know about, but aren't you supposed to know everything? He should. Wait, is it possible? Maybe he doesn't know about the trick behind that piece of evidence. I should try showing it to him. Maybe it will prove to be the key to getting some answers from Detective Bad. Okay. Detective Bad, did you know about the existence of this item in this photograph? Of course I did. It's my job to... Oh, maybe he's looking for it. Right. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatakarasu's case. In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know about the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatakarasu's key? Are one and the same. What? That's impossible. It looks like he didn't know after all. This piece of evidence, which we call the Yatakarasu's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yatakarasu's key to prove that Mr. Rel was not the real Yatakarasu. Isn't that correct? I guess so. However, Mr. Faraday has no idea what it was, in fact a knife. I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. If neither one of us knew, then no one in law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this? I mean, don't you guys just like poke around and investigate that stuff? When you get it, I don't know. I noticed that since a little while ago, you appear to be searching for something. Presume that is this key that you were searching for. Yeah, that's right. Why are you searching for it? Because I promised Faraday. I promised that I'd protect that key with my life. But after he was killed, that key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key is what took his life? Detective Bad, so that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more. Alright. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened, nothing will change. Okay, let's go. Time of the murder. Detective Bad, I ask that you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1. My answer is still the same. And this is the last time I'm gonna do this. It's fine because I only need this one last time to clear things up and find the truth behind this case. Detective Bat's movements. I was in lobby number 1 talking with you. Me? No. We were talking about some trivial things. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together. I saw Gumshoe goofing around it, and we all ran into lobby number 2. It sounded like the exact same story he told us before. Indeed, however, I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can. What is in there though? I mean, I was talking with you.
Hold it!
What is it? Why did Mrs. Yu choose lobby number 1? Answer me. Who knows? She just said that she had something she wanted to talk to me about. And we walked into lobby number 1 together. That's it. So his answer remains the same as before, I see. We were talking about some trivial things. I was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with her. It was nothing important. As for me to decide... Okay. Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Move on then.
Hold it!
Until you heard the gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of ordinary? So when gunshot went into who got gunshot okay, gunshot went into the bad guy. Gunshot went into the bad guy, and then the bad guy lived for a bit and stabbed Faraday. If the gunshot Detective Bat heard was really the one from the murder, that would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. Also, that you please amend your testimony with that statement just now. Any strange sounds? Didn't hear any strange sounds. Strange sounds. Didn't hear a sound of a struggle. I don't know. Let's say,
Objection!
no. Let's just support him, like, you know, like there's no struggle. I don't know, like how can you not struggle a little bit when you got stabbed? At least let out a ah. I don't know, like when you get shot, don't you just ah? I'm so confused. Kaboom. So this is the new one. No strange sounds. I honestly don't remember hearing anything else. Yeah. Is it possible that you were so involved in your conversation that you missed something? I've been detective for a long time, and even I were involved in something. I've got quite the habit of keeping tabs on everything that goes on around me. There had been some other strange sound, you can be sure I would have heard it. Other sounds that was present, I don't know, like a kaboom balloon? I don't know, like maybe a kaboom balloon? Francisca is so cute, OMG, I know, right? She's 13 here. Yes, she's 13. I told you. It's not legal. Lenny. Shish. Okay, strange sounds. How about this one?
Objection!
Oh, it is the balloon. What the fuck? Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything? It's the same color as the one Kay was holding. Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon? Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her. As you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon. So, what about the balloon? I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point. What are you getting at? This fragment was found in the hallway, right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot. It's okay, she's 18 in later games. True, okay. You got BME! Congrats, Prue! How much is a BME right now? Congrats, Prue! Good seeing you! It was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot. Oh, so the sound that judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh? On top of that, his owner said that he heard the balloon pop. Hey Peru, you good? You very good, cause you got BME. Congrats. Thanks for the disco dog. About 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene. Yes, which means that his owner heard the balloon pop in the hallway when you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well. So, what? Don't give me a so. It just proved that there's a flaw in your testimony. The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet, naive tea cracking. What does that mean? And since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Do you ever start to think why the doors and walls in this place seem so rugged? It's because they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked. What is that supposed to mean? And the doors and walls were super thick. And the window panes are double layered because it's cold outside. The top of it all, even the curtains are made of a special sound absorbing material. Then you mean? Since I was shut up inside lobby number 1, there was no way I could have heard that sound. Oh. Okay. I knew that was it. But that's what he was going to say. And that means A scruff-faced testimony is completely useless as well. If the room was soundproof, then of course he wouldn't hear any sign of a struggle. True. But the windows are open. But the windows are open. But the windows are open! Oh, that means something, right? Oh, that's why the windows are open! Oh, that's why the windows are open. That's also why it's only natural that you couldn't hear gunshot if the windows are not open. Oh. Oh, thanks for the sody slap though. I have hot chocolate today. Thanks then. Thanks, Ronnie. How are you? How are you? Well, welcome in. Okay, that I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now do you get it, kids? Miles, but we were supposed to be the one finding flaws in his logic. Very sleepy per usual. Oh, as per usual, that's good. Well, it's afternoon there now, so take a nap. The other way around. It's not possible to hear the sound of a balloon popping if one were in lobby number 1. However, if we examine the situation in reverse, a person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet, Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad? If that's the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot? What do you mean, how? I just did. It would appear that you have yet to realize the contradiction in your own words. Oh, how so? If the rooms are soundproof, as soundproof as you say they are, and how did the sound of the gunshot enter your ears? I see what you mean. I guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I had thought. Which means exactly... which means what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all boil down to? It boils down to this: there must be a reason for how Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have. It looks like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh? State of the crime scene? Wait, it can't be. So that's why they have aircon on and they still have to have like the what was that called, the window open. And that ultra strong perfume you wears, she spilled some of it. Wow. And way too noisy. Very loud TV. And the surveillance video, how could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? Oh, there you go. We got it. So this scent of flower in the air, that mean is scent of from the perfume. Simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through the barred windows, and yet the fragrance of the perfume managed to escape from the lobby number 1. Of course. Incorporeal things can move freely through these open barred windows. And that means loud TV, missing evidence. No? I thought the loud TV has our missing evidence in it. Okay, open Windows, loud TV then. Now then, what else besides a smell can go through an open barred window? The answer is sound. Or did they throw it out? I think it's inside the TV, you know, like there is a... like there is... like something around there, so I'm about to check if the VCR is inside. Oh, thanks for the like, Rebecca. Good seeing you. Hope you're doing alright. Since the window in both the vent lobby, number 1 and the hallway were open, that explains how the sound of a gunshot could be heard in both locations. The missing piece of the evidence is a video. That is a tape. That shows the moment in which Mr. Rell killed the embassy staff member. The sound of a gunshot left quite an impression on me when it was played during the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday evidence bag for the recess and brought back here. And if it disappeared after that time, it's possible that the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! It's evidence that the missing evidence created for me is a gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place. Stop wasting time thinking, let's start looking for it. Okay. Where that would be, I want to take a look at that. Maybe there's a tape inside. The TV. Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you like. Okay, kids. If you know, is where you put the tape in. It's the video player. There seems to be a videotape inside. Looks like it. The tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end. It's tape. Could it be not the missing surveillance tape? I suppose, but Detective Bag, would it be alright with you if I verify this content of this video? Sure, knock yourself out. Alright, then let's rewind this. Rewind this and see what we have. Oh my god. Let's go. It's a tape. If I remember correctly, the footage of Rel killing the embassy staff member should be at about 30 minutes mark from the start of the tape. Understood. Should be about right now. Let's see. AO tape, I know, right? Kaboom! This is the footage of Mr. Rel shooting the embassy staff member. I knew it. The missing piece of evidence, the surveillance video, was here all along. Oh. Okay, so this one, I think it's 19. I'm guessing it's 1996, probably. Like by this time being. Because I think the first game was actually 2001, maybe? Setting-wise. So the time for this case is actually maybe 1996, I'm guessing. I could be wrong, but we got tape. Who knows? The sound. What's the meaning of this? It appears that Detective Bad has figured out the true source of gunshot he heard. With this, I think we can figure out the trick behind this double murder. Do you mean that you figured it out already? Yes, all I have to do now is show what the gunshot Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard was, and through where they heard it from. Fine, in that case, show me what you have deduced. Through where they heard it from. The window. I mean. Wait, what? Wait, what do I have to do? Let me check. Okay, so what the gunshot detective Bat and Gumshoe heard was through where they heard it from. They heard it from the window. But I don't know if I should point it towards the tape or not. I don't know. Okay, let's try then.
Eureka!
Oh, it worked. If the door and window to the crime scene, namely this room we're in, were closed, the killer could have used a gun and no one would have been the wiser. That's true. This courthouse does seem to have designed for such a thing. However, what happened in reality was Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bat, and Mrs. Yu, all three of them heard the gunshot. Well, the windows in lobby number 1 and 2 and the hallway were open, so naturally people in those locations could hear it. But then why would the criminal open the window in the first place? Allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose. Correct. That's the only logical conclusion we can draw from this. But why that was necessary in the first place? Want a real answer, Miles. I demand satisfaction. Very well, I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. It's the time. The killer wants to leave and create witness. The killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to their precise wishes, and they used a gunshot in the surveillance video to do so. Kaboom! So that's why the tape was left running. You mean the gunshot I heard was from this video? Yes, which means that the murder really occurred at an earlier time than we thought. It must have been during recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on guard duty. Someone who has no alibi for that time period and planned his crime out in advance. That person is a real killer. Shit. Shit. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's huge, right? Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, what is it? Mrs. Yu is asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She says she identified the murderer, but that she wants to clarify something. Looks like Mrs. Yu is still investigating something. Understood. Please tell her I will be right over. I'll come along. I want to hear what she has to say. It would appear that the time has come to uncover the truth. Let's go! That's so exciting. Can't wait. Well, fuck me. Oh, guess what? Guess what? The curse is real. The curse is real. We got a couple of characters in this, and I mean, we got a couple of new characters in this one. I mean, there's only one left. In this case, as the murderer. Hello, mister, and I'm still investigating. The object you're looking for has already. Okay, don't mind him. Please continue with your investigation. Okay, you got it. Oh, she's so cute. Detective Bat, haven't we already found what you were looking for? If it means I can keep her in the dark just a little longer, any little task will do. You're more sympathetic than I thought. Oh, he's so nice. Detective Bat is definitely a good guide in so many young girls. What are they even doing in the courthouse? I don't know. Oh, but Daddy's really nice. I've been waiting for you, Edgeworth. I've also been waiting for the moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest. The moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest. Wasn't that when we placed Detective Gumshoe under arrest? I think we've more than solved this case already, don't you? We'll see, it all depends on whether or not your logic holds. Oh, I see, we even have a viewer in the gallery, and why even Mr. Bad is here? A viewer in the gallery? I'm hardly just a bystander. I have a duty to see this case through the end. No matter how it turns out. Oh, is that right? Anyway, I thought you might like to hear what I've slaved away to find out. I've taken a statement on every single person's movements during the time when our suspect was in the hallway. I also confirmed that there is no possible route for escape from lobby number 2. Therefore, the killer must without a doubt be Detective Gumshoe. But there's no way, because Detective Gumshoe got plot armor. Don't worry. And that's all you have? Yeah, that's all. That's all there to my conclusion in this case. Sorry, I beg to differ. In a trial, there's always time for rebuttal, and we are standing in a court of law. It'll be more than appropriate to follow the rules of the court in this case, don't you think? I don't even have a judge in me. How absolutely like a rookie to think such a thing. But alright, I'll play along and give you a proper testimony. If my logic is correct, then I've already won. What I have to do is to prove it by showing who the real killer is. Oh, I still want to do it. Oh, I'm so sad. Yet another. I mean, I'm happy. I'm really happy that the lady in the kidnapping wasn't the culprit. I mean, she's in that, kidnapping gang, but she's fine. She didn't kill his father, her father. But in this case, oh my god, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Everyone sans the suspect has an alibi for when the gun went off. Furthermore, the areas around the crime scene have all been thoroughly investigated right. I also confirmed that there is no possible escape route from lobby number 2, which leaves us with one unshakable conclusion that Detective Gumshoe is the killer. Now that you have your testimony, I expect a good rebuttal. Oh. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We can do this. Okay. Okay, so we press. I guess we press.
Hold it!
The suspect, but I thought that Detective Gumshoe's alibi has already been proven. Hahaha, are you joking? I assure you this is no joke. Look, I know you heard from the judge earlier that the detective was in the hallway with Mr. Faraday's daughter eating Swiss roll. Yes, that's correct. I see, that was 20 minutes before the real gunshot went off, right? The problem is, there's no one else who can corroborate what he did since the snacking. So which means that I should focus on drawing out whatever trump card she's withholding.
Hold it!
Okay, we just press. Anyway, if you believe it hasn't been exhaustive in the crime scene, lobby number 2, there's no way out in the hallway Detective Gumshoe was standing in. Because he claimed to be there, that makes him the only possible suspect. Isn't it also possible that someone escaped through a window and into the garden? Oops. At first place, everyone looked silly. The police aren't a bunch of lazy bombs, they looked into every possibility, you know. Isn't that right, Mr. Bad? Yeah. It was an escape or a scrape of evidence to suggest someone used one of the windows. There's also any footprints or anything in the courtyard garden. I suppose they really did check everything that could be relevant to the case. Also confirmed there's no possible escape route from lobby number 2. Are you absolutely positive that there are no possible routes of escape? Of course I'm sure. Why are you so certain? It's a courthouse, a place where criminals are brought to be judged. If there was an escape route, I'm sure every criminal would be using it to escape. It's just common sense. Miles Edgeworth, I suggest you use a bit more of it in future. Oh no, a slap.
Hold it!
Okay, you might think this is unshakable, but to me there's too many unanswered yada yada yada. And yes, but you're the only one who's still wondering that. The Capcom probably had no idea which hand Mr. Faraday used to write with. Even if you know someone, it doesn't mean that you'll know which hand they write with, right? I mean, certainly don't care about that sort of things, hahaha. Not about to let her to let her get a rise out of me with such a flippant statement. Flippant. I suppose we've really reached the end of the end now. I've already have my trump card ready. All that remains is to play it. But before I do, I think I should inquire into a little something about her argument. You said earlier that you confirmed the alibis of every person other than the suspects. However, I don't recall either Franziska or myself speaking with you about this subject. There were some witnesses. For you, there's your mentor who gave you alibi. I see. As for little Missy, she came to the courthouse during recess. I was stopped by security guards at the door to the hallway. Shit. Franziska! Oh no! She gave him quite a whipping for that, so I heard. Oh god. I mean, that's Franziska, right? I'm a daughter of Manfred von Kalmer, and I will not be forcibly stopped by a guard or a bailiff or anyone else. She's so cute. Wait, so basically the only reason Franziska bothered to show up today was because she found out that I was to be the replacement prosecutor. By the way, Miss Ju, what about everyone's alibi before Detective Gumshoe was assigned to the guard duty? What about them? Have you looked into what people were doing during the span of time? What kind of idiot do you take me for? It doesn't matter when the killer went into lobby number 2. From the time we heard the gunshot to the time Mr. Bad and I arrived on the scene as we dashed from lobby number 1, the only person who could have committed the crime was Detective Gumshoe. And yes, let's talk about when you and Detective Bad heard the gunshot, shall we? I suppose that if we go by your logic, then Detective Gumshoe is the only one. However, if the crime has occurred at an entirely different time, then the gunshot you heard went off. What then? That gunshot was a trap meant to manipulate something. Sadly, your explanation is very lacking, Edgeworth. The gunshot we heard in lobby number 1 can't explain how that could have been fabricated. So we go with the tape. Yes, exactly what you think it is. It's the surveillance tape of Mr. Rel. The prosecution presented in today's trial. It was found loaded in the video player in lobby number 2. I was connected to the large TV that has its volume turned all the way up. It can't honestly mean that sound we heard was the gunshot in the video. But I do, which leads me to my next point. The murders occurred much earlier than when anyone heard the gunshot. Hey, let's go. That's the only thing I can think of too. After committing double homicide, the killer took the surveillance video out from his evidence bag and turned the TV volume all the way up and left the video to play. Let's go, right? If play from the beginning, it would take 30 minutes for the gunshot sound to come on. And since we all know that this method of time manipulation is possible, it opens up the possibility that the killer is someone other than Detective Gumshoe.
Objection!
Oh my god, let's go, it begins. For sure. Sounds from a TV doesn't amount to much here. But of course, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth and Little Miss Von Calmer already knew that much from the very beginning, right? Of course we knew, didn't we, Miles? Of course, we know about the soundproof quality of the courthouse room just a couple seconds ago, before we arrived here. I mean, of course I'm not about to admit we had no idea until a little while ago. That's right, and if the rooms are all soundproof, then we should not have been able to hear it. And yet we heard the gunshot clear as day. And? That's it, end of story. But it's not. How should I explain why she was able to hear the gunshot from a soundproof room? The window was open. There is actually one common point between lobby number 1 and 2. And that is, despite the fact that both rooms have an aircon installed, a window was open in each. Now, we know that window in lobby number 2 was opened by a killer. However, lobby number 1 was also open.
Objection!
Hahaha, it's probably just coincidence that they were both open at the time.
Objection!
It was no mere coincidence, I assure you. How was that window opened in lobby number 1? The answer is that a certain person did something to cause the window to be opened. And that person who triggered that action, the person is the real guilty party. The real killer in this double murder is. Okay, yeah. We have to. Oh, she's so cute. I can't believe it. Oh.
Take that!
Mrs. Callisto, you hereby formally indict you of the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. What? You indict me? You serious, Miles? Why do you think she is the killer? I don't understand her motive just yet. But of course I'm serious. Because she is the only one who could have done it. Well, this is you. Do you still feel like laughing now? Haha, of course I do, Edgeworth. My argument must not be tight enough yet. Though I never thought things would spiral into this. But I'll have you know, I'm enjoying this dance quite a bit. I guess this means it's time for my own rebuttal now, right? You argue that the window has opened, however, do you have proof that it was I who did that? Furthermore, do you have proof that the tape was used in committing the crime? Frankly, I'm shocked at you for going around accusing people of murder like this. Especially with the logic as full of holes as yours. This is where it really starts. I mustn't let my guard down for even a sec, or the truth will blow away. Now is the time to put the patent Warn Karma perfect proof to the test. Oh. You have proved that it was I who did that.
Hold it!
Oh, so I guess this is the statement. Everything is all I need to know is to have some prints analyzed and we know straight away. Be my guest. She sounds as though she has the room to maneuver, which means even if we were able to lift prints, they only show that it was someone else. But why that someone else was forced to open the window? That's a simple logic. Okay, so we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that secret weapon we've got. Oh well, in that case I'll just continue with my testimony, alright? So we don't have to prove that the tape was used in that, but we do have to prove for her because we got a bottle of perfume. I think she spilled it around so that like we need to vent the room kind of stuff. Ah, Edgeworth, I never knew you were wearing that kind of perfume. It's not exactly what I'd recommend for boys, you know. This isn't mine. Wait. Actually, like, not gonna lie, this bottle reminds me of that little tiny bottle that I think like we have in one of the Ace Attorney games in the same period of time. There was a handle on it, I think. Mrs. Yu, you can pretend all you like, but we know at least this much is for sure. That you are the one who gave this bottle of perfume to the detective Bat. And that you are super easy to write up. So, what about the perfume? While you were in lobby number 1, you made a big show of spilling some of this perfume. That is according to Detective Bat. Oh, I know. You also knew that if you spill it, he would naturally move on to open the window.
Objection!
Come now, I've already told you that it's just a big coincidence. After we opened the window in lobby number 1, I just left it open, you know? So maybe it was just dumb luck that we heard that the gunshot through the window.
Objection!
The timing of when you were going to spill the perfume is something you could control. And most important fact about this case is when people were made to hear the shot. Furthermore, it would have been pointless if you didn't have an alibi for yourself at the time. You mean, Mrs. Yu, you were the one who called Detective Bat into lobby number 1, and we saw him bring Detective Gumshoe into that hallway. Is that correct? All of today's premeditated events could only have been thought up by you. Ha! You accuse me of murder on the fact that I spilled a little perfume. Well, allow me to say this much. I couldn't have killed Mr. Faraday. Would you care to testify as to why? Oh! Look, I've had a lot of fun today, really. But I grow wary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. Oh, I wonder why it couldn't be me. accusing someone of murder over a spilled bottle of perfume is a bit over the top. But I suppose forgery of evidence is to be expected of a disciple of Von Karma. True. Not gonna deny that. In any case, it simply could not have been me who killed Mr. Faraday. After all, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from. Oh, right. Yeah, right? We can't prove that. We can't prove that. We know it is a key. I don't know. But we found out it is a key flipped into a knife kind of stuff. But I mean, like, then we have to prove that she know it was the key or the knife or whatever that needs to be. I don't have that proof now. Okay, so this one, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from. Okay, so press...
Hold it!
At this rate, she'll inevitably escape. If she really was the one who killed Mr. Faraday, then she must have known about the existence of this knife. I'm sorry, Mrs. Yu, maybe you weren't aware. However, this knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday was taken from his evidence bag. Miles, what do you think you're doing? I'm drawing the truth out from her. That's what I'm doing. Huh? I don't recall a knife being presented at the trial earlier today. Well, I suppose that's because the evidence was something Mr. Faraday had yet to use. So, that's what you're trying to do. The finger wag, I know, right? It's so funny. The finger wag is, I think that was actually from Manfred von Karma, which is like his shisho. My mentor. So it was his finger wag. Right now he's just a young little Edgeworth, so he's still like using his teacher's finger wag. Interesting, right? Because like that finger wag wasn't used at all afterwards. I think it was just like symbolizing that he's still following Manfred's teaching at this point because he's a noob. And 5 years afterwards, I don't think he will ever use that again. Yeah, he doesn't even grin at that point. But look, why wouldn't you cut it out with the lies, and I've already figured you out. There's no knife inside Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. And the only evidence he had yet to present was the key the Yatagarasu has sent. So she know, unless a key can magically turn into a knife, you really don't have a leg to stand on. Did you really think you could trap me? Come now, to be honest. I never intended to do such a thing. It was all a misunderstanding on my part. In any case, I wonder if you might append what you just said to your testimony. Yeah, sure, why not? So does that mean that she slipped, actually?
Objection!
Mrs. Yu, I wonder if you might take a look at this photo for me. It's a picture of the key that Yatagarasu sent to the police. However, while it may look like a key at the first glance, it in fact has the secret ability to transform into a knife. Which means that what was inside Mr. Faraday's bag was both Yatagarasu's key and the murderer's knife. You knew that the key was inside his bag, did you not? Yes? And with the Yatagarasu's key alone, it's more than possible to kill Mr. Faraday. Do you understand now? Just knowing the existence of the key. I still haven't had a good look at it. Showing it to me from that far away, you could be lying for all I know. You would even now. Wait, what? Still feigning ignorance. But we can't have you accusing me of a crime with false evidence. How now can we? I mean, Mr. Von Karma, I heard some very interesting rumors about him. I'm mocking my papa. Don't you dare sully the good name of my mentor. Now take a good look, this piece of evidence is more than real. Wow, who knew there was such a trick to this thing? I'm satisfied now. But of course, you knew from the very beginning, didn't you? You knew that the knife was and the Yatagarasu's keys are one and the same. Otherwise, someone like you, who isn't a member of law enforcement and who would never have been privy to this trick, would have never known about it to begin with. Furthermore, something that the Yatagarasu sent to the police. How did you have knowledge to what it was? Actually, I heard it from Mr. Faraday. Just before he dragged Miss Rell off, he told me. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. He also told me about the key turning into a knife at that time. But he didn't tell me how the key actually transforms.
Objection!
What you're saying is simply not possible. And why not? Because himself didn't know about the hidden knife within the key. And from these pages, he mentions nothing about a knife.
Objection!
I'm not sure he would have written everything in his organizer, you know. Wouldn't something of this importance be better left to oral communication?
Objection!
Unfortunately, that is also impossible. Because Detective Bad didn't know about the knife aspect either. Okay. So, what would have been highly classified information even within police force, and it's something that even the lead detective on the case didn't know. Why would Mr. Faraday have felt the need to share such information with the opposition? Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have much of a reason to. Looks like I gave a pretty lame excuse, huh? How can you laugh at time like this? She probably just realized the flaw in her logic and is actually in a panic over it. But that's not something we need to concern ourselves with. I suppose you're right. This is you. I'd like to say that I also know how you know the real nature of the knife. Do you now? Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and show me? Oh, I will. I'll wipe that smile off your face by the time we were through. This is the moment of truth, the secret behind the Tagarasu's key. The only person that would have had knowledge of it from the get-go. Who would know from the start that Yatagarasu's key would change into a knife?
Take that!
There's only one person who would have known about that dual nature of the key. And that is the person who sent the Yatagarasu's key to the police. And that is to say, the Yatagarasu herself. Are you saying that this lawyer is the great thief Yatakarasu? Yes. Sadly. You used Mr. Rail to lure Mr. Faraday into a trap, didn't you? You who profess to bear a grudge against criminals, why? Why would you do something like this? Pew. Hey 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 hey. Hey hey hey. Oh, that's getting a bit creepy. Knowing what's happening. Oh no. Oh no. Who would have thought that you, a stupid rookie prosecutor, who would see through me? You're sending the biggest chill down my spine right now, Edgeworth. This feeling of thrill is even greater than when I sneak into some place. You kill Faraday. Why? Answer me. Callisto, you. Haha. Callisto, you, huh? That's not my real name. Because my real identity is, yes, the great thief Yatakarasu. Let me tell you something, Edgeworth. Faraday was one difficult man to deal with. For you see, he had discovered my true identity, which is why I had to erase him from the world of law. I made Raud an offer, an acquittal for a little favour in return. All he had to do was accuse Mr. Faraday of being a Takarasu in court. Once we entered the recess, Rail was dragged off by Mr. Faraday, but threw my plan into a complete mess. I chased after them, eavesdropped on them through a crack in the door. That Rail caves to only two things: money and authority, and just as all folks do. I feared my plan was getting to be ruined if Mr. Faraday held on to Rail any longer. Plus, if I had let them continue on the way that they were, I would have been found out. That's why I had no choice. I had to kill them both. Didn't you say that you despise criminals? But do you really? Do I really? You? Have you forgotten about the KG-8 incident too? Maybe. What sort of women would? So then, was it your plan to kill Mr. Faraday with the very evidence that you sent? Haha, well, I had a good idea of what Mr. Faraday was going to do. I anticipated that Mr. Faraday was going to prove that Rail wasn't the Yatakarasu by using this Yatakarasu's key as evidence, that he would bring it with him, which is why I thought to use the knife portion. With a weapon as well disguised as this, no one would be the wiser, because who in their right mind would think something like this could be a weapon? I casually entered lobby number 2 to the pretext that I had to talk with Mr. Faraday. In order to get him in with him, I pretend to be worried about something, and he let me hold the Yatakarasu's key, just like that. He never noticed that I had changed the key into a knife in a plastic bag. And kaboom! He didn't have the chance to take note of that knife that took his life. It's so cool how much different things they layered into this case. I know, right? How could you kill him? I knew him for such a long time, you know. At the very least, I thought to give him a quick and painless death. But if you kill Mr. Faraday first, there's no need for you to kill Mr. Rao as well. I believe I mentioned why when we were placing Detective Gomshu under arrest. Something about having accidentally created eyewitness. And how that lead to killer to think about setting them up as though they kill each other. And the trick with the surveillance tape. Yes, I hadn't actually planned to use a gun. The risk was too high that I'd be caught. However, that's when I remembered the existence of that surveillance tape. which is why I had Rel help me set up the crime scene. And after that was said and done, I rewarded him for all his work with a bullet. You are a defense attorney, aren't you? How could you betray a client? Client? If you want to talk about who a client of whose first, it was me. I was the client member in the murder of Kodopian embassy staff member, Dead Man. Wait, what? Wait, what? I was the client in the murder of Kodopian embassy staff member Dead Man. Wait. The client? She hired him. She hired him to kill the... Wait. She hired him. She hired Hog to kill the witness. Or like someone that is going to testify about the smuggling ring. What? Wait. Because Dead Man was going to be... Wait, let's see if we have Dead Man in here. Dead Man. No, Manny Caution. That's the staff. Kills the sea, and there's Dead Man. He's gone down in front of embassy by rail. So... she hired Rel to kill Dead Man. She went into the embassy to steal a key and hired Rel to kill Dead Man. Dead Man was... Wait. No. I maybe I got mixed up with like both incidents. Maybe Dead Man was fine. Wait, Dead Man... What is Dead Man doing in here? I don't remember what Dead Man was doing. Let's see. Aren't they saying this is like the second KG-8 incident because Dead Man was about to testify in the court about the smuggling ring thingy? That's why people were saying like this guy killed the witness. That doesn't add up. She hired Rel. Like, she say, I was the client of the murder of the Kodopian embassy staff member Dead Man. I was the client that hired Rel to kill Dead Man. And if she is Yatakarasu, it means Yatakarasu hired Rel to kill Dead Man. But Yatakarasu was revealing like I don't know, some sort of like business corruption thingy, you know? So the thief that reviews, I don't know, like business corruption and all those kind of smuggling thingy that is like, oh, a Mono's group, whatever that fuck that is, hired a gunman to kill a witness that's gonna testify for about the smuggling ring. So the thief is actually with the smuggling ring? You order a hit job. Still haven't figured that out, Mr. Bad. I had Dead Man killed because he was about to give away information about the smuggling ring. Yeah, right? She's confessing a lot. I know. That's why I'm confused. I had that man killed because he was about to give away his information about smuggling ring. So the thief is actually with the smuggling ring. So the thief is used to attack businesses that was about to get out from the smuggling ring. Let's say that. Okay, so the thief was used to, like, they killed a witness who is going to testify about the smuggling ring, and the thief is also exposing corporations. Maybe it's about to leave the smuggling ring or something like that, or like about to snitch behind. I don't know, I'm a bit confused. Now, who exactly do you think would benefit from such an assassination? It can't be. You're... That's right. I'm a member of the smuggling ring. What? How good this? It don't mean you're working with Manikoshin too, don't you? Aha, maybe not. I guess you will never know. So, Yatagarasu claims to be noble, but you're just not a cold-blooded murderer. That's right, little girl. Yatagarasu is just another killer. Be quiet, you. Yatagarasu. You can run from the law, but you will never escape it. So just humbly accept the judgment of this court. Ha ha ha. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know the Yatagarasu has 3 legs? Do you know why that is? No? Well, let me tell you. It means that the Yatagarasu has more than one razor-sharp way to do her work. Oh fucking hell. She took a fucking gun into court. Oh my god, where did she hide that? In her boom. Stop hiding things in your boom now. You really are too naive, Edgeworth. You even handed the Yatagarasu's key right to me without a second thought. Everything may... Wait, she has the key. She has. Shit. It gave her the key. We've got a picture of me now. Oh no, she got the key. She's gonna kill everyone, I don't know. No, but like everyone's life maybe. I don't know, but I haven't seen Mr. Bad afterwards, so everything may not have gone according to plan, but I'll still gladly take it. You mean the key was your real target? Oh, so she's gonna steal the key now. Wait, what? She's gonna take the key back? I don't understand. She's gonna take the key back. But Yatagarasu sent the key to the police in the first place. And even after I gave you such great advice, didn't I tell you to always keep a good eye on criminal? Or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Negligence. It here, get down. My body can't move. Hey, mister, to your right. Oh, it's Kay. Kay saved me. Okay, so she ran off with the key. So are you right, Franziska? I'm perfectly fine, Miles. Oh, she sprint away. Her voice is shaking, but it looks like she's unharmed. Where did Kay go? That's a gunshot. That was scary, damn. I know, right? Oh, he saw the Sony snap. I just have it. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, but it looks like she got away. I called the precinct and they should have the perimeter set up soon. Anna, you're right. Alright, I heard a gunshot. I'm okay. I just got another hole in my jacket. He may say he's fine, but he looks quite shaken. But more importantly, boy, I mean, Mr. Edgeworth, Mrs. Von Carman, are you too hurt? I'm absolutely fine. I'm also alright, thanks to Kay. Speaking of Kay, where is she? No! She just sort of disappeared. I'll go look for her. Oh, and hey, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir, Detective Bad, sir. I'm sorry I doubted you. Don't worry, sir. It's not your fault. Oh, I lied to you guys too, after all. I heard about what happened from Kay. Sorry. Lying while giving testimony is still unforgivable. But in this case, you were protecting Kay and her feelings. Looks like you just might have what it takes to be a real detective. Oh, now, don't you ever lose that detective spirit, okay? You got it, Pops. Watched one too many detective dramas recently, haven't we? Way to single-handedly destroy the cheery atmosphere with one snarky comment. I'll be what a neat library. I should get back to the investigation. I swear I'll catch you if it's the last thing I do. Be careful, Detective Bad, and take care. Thanks. Well, I'm off. Maybe we'll run into each other again someday. So, thanks a bunch, pal. You're the best. You really did find out the truth behind everything. Yes, well, I'm glad we solved everything before you were taken to prison. Oh, another neat. Thank you. Let me take a sip. Oh no. I can't believe how much trouble I caused you with my testimony, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, it was no problem, really. Haha. I mean, I lied too, so I didn't help anything. It's really not your fault, Your Honor. Well, even if we didn't have His Honor's testimony, I think that lawyer would have found another way to get you convicted on her behalf. Yeah, I can't believe I was about to get fired during my first week as detective. Well, so long as you're not fired, you should work hard, give all that you have and perform your duties well. And oh, one more thing. Kay left a present for you with me. She did. Oh, what is it? Proof of their friendship. There you go. Proof of their friendship. Where's the cake? I don't see the cake anymore. Oh, wait. Yes, there you go.
Take that!
It's a courthouse special Swiss roll. Can I really have it? Yes, it's a present meant for you, after all. Thanks a bunch. You have no idea how happy this makes me, pal. I'm gonna eat this right now. Sure, go ahead. Oh, this Swiss roll is what Detective Gumshoe and Kay bought together. Well, the one case safe never reached her father. It would appear that her sentiment would have touched the heart of this detective. He's so happy, as though he's having a welcome back celebration of his own. Well, I was asked by Kay to give it to him. Whoop! That was good, pal. I can't believe I got to eat 2 of these delicious things in one day. It's like in a Swiss throw paradise or something. That sounds sus. I've got to think, myself, hey wait, where's she? The only notice just now was his mind not present when we discussed her earlier. Detective Bat left to go search for her earlier. Maybe you should go join him. Yeah, you betcha, pal. I'm gonna help him. Oh, but first... You know what, pal? Actually, I guess I shouldn't be so rude to you anymore, huh? Oh, this is so cute. I love it. I'm gonna stick by your side from now on, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Oh no. That's how things works now. I sense nothing but a troublesome relationship from that honest statement. We should go home too, Mars. We have to hurry and report out what has happened to Papa. Agreed. Well, I'm afraid that we must be going now, Detective. Roger, sir. And don't you worry, I'll investigate next case when we're on real well. We'll be counting on you. The scent of trouble is definitely in the air. It's like a bad dream. My first outing at court came to a disturbing end. A few months later, I was finally able to properly stand in court as a prosecutor. But the detective in charge of the investigation was, as I dreaded, Detective Gumshoe. And after that, he became my direct subordinate. I have tried, but words fail to describe the immeasurable suffering he has caused me. But I suppose that's just how things are. As for the little girl who suddenly disappears, she's now... Hey! There you go. This is going back to like the present times. Okay, so do you remember now? Yes, I remember everything. Okay, it's been a while. Okay, sure grew up a lot. Of course! Thank goodness, I thought you two had totally forgotten about me. You know, I was really worried about you after all that. Where have you been all these time? Hey, Gummy, I didn't know you cared. After my father died, I went to go live with my mother's relatives. I lived really far away, so I wasn't really able to come back here all that much. Oh, is that what happened? Well, I'm just glad that you're alright. Hey, so does it all make sense now? You betcha it does. Oh, you know what? I was going through my father's bookshelf recently and...
Hold it!
Actually, there's still a number of things that don't make sense, Kay. Huh? First of all, why did you come all this way to see me? And second, why are you calling yourself the Yatakarasu? The Yatakarasu is Callisto Yu, the woman who killed your father. No, you're wrong. The real Yatakarasu was my father. Mrs. Faraday was the Yatakarasu. Like I said, I was going through my father's bookshelf recently, and I found a secret diary hidden among his book. Of course, everyone keeps a diary, and of course, every criminal documents everything in the diary. I have no regrets in choosing to walk the path of Yatakarasu. That was written in his diary. That's how I know for sure. It makes more sense that her father is the Yatakarasu instead of Callisto, because Callisto actually works with the smuggling ring, and that means like Callisto hire the killer for the bad guys, And the good guys are the one that takes the key and send it to the police. But that's impossible. What's with that look? You don't believe me? It wasn't just the expression on my face. I clearly said that it was impossible just now. Alright then. How do you explain this? BlackBerry. It's a way to disarm any security system of the user's choosing. Yep, that's the little thief. Truth to be told, this is the Atagaras's greatest secret. And this little gizmo was used by my father. Whoa, Mr. Faraday wasn't just a great prosecutor, he was really a great thief, huh? Yeah, my father worked really hard to steal the truth. But he was killed. And the Yatakarasu was no more. And despite that, the Yatakarasu has been spotted again recently. Someone other than you. Here, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a look at this article. Yatakarasu sends card to embassy. A calling card. Yeah, meaning this person's a fake. I'm almost certain that Callisto Yu lady is behind this. Because the real Yatakarasu would never send something like a Gaudi card out. But the Yatakarasu did send a white card along with anything that to be publicized. That's what Detective Bat told me 7 years ago, if memory serves. Well, as soon as I heard the news, I got all wind up. I knew I couldn't just let it go. So I searched you out so that I can obtain the truth behind Yatakarasu. Because if anyone can help me find it, I figured it is you, Mr. Edgeworth. So you're saying I have your father and Mrs. Yu's identities backwards? Yes, because the real Yatakarasu is noble to the end. And I want to revive the real noble Yatakarasu. If I don't, my father will never be able to rest in peace. Okay, you're so honorable. I don't care what anyone else thinks, I will always be here to cheer you on, pal. Even if you're honorable, a thief is a thief. Miles. Thief is thief. And if you're plotting to commit a crime, then I'm afraid I can't be complicit. Miles being Miles. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you guys are not making it easy for me. Who am I supposed to support now? Mr. Edgeworth, what I want from you is not to steal anything. What I want is to arrest that evil woman. That evil woman? You mean Callisto Yu? I think it's too hard for me to catch her all by myself. I thought that since you were able to expose her for who she is, then maybe, please, Mr. Edgeworth, won't you help me? Come to think of it, I do believe I owe you. Huh? Owe me for what? When Mrs. Yu made her escape, it was you who saved my life. Furthermore, you helped me with the investigation today. And not so rude as to leave favors unrepaid. Then you mean? Yes. That case has been weighing down on my soul ever since that fateful day. Perhaps the time has come to settle things once and for all. If you don't intend to soil your hands in the crime, then I believe I can help you. Mr. Edgeworth, thank you. Yay, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Isn't that great, Kay? Yes, it sure is, Gummy. Even though he has completely forgotten about her until just now. What's with their chummy relationship? Great thief, Yatakarasu. After all that time, a true identity of the thief sank back into the darkness. Finn Faraday, Callisto Yu, K Faraday. a phantasmagorically changing identity of the great thief Yatakarasi. The Yatakarasi's real goal. It would all come to light the day after I made that promise to Kay. Hey, that's the end of the chapter. And the case as well. Oh, this is wonderful. I love it. Good job. Thank you. And yeah, like I think we reached the end of this case. That's really exciting. I think episode 5 is actually about the smuggling ring then, since we've been talking about that smuggling ring for 4 chapters now. And well, 4 chapters, maybe 3. 3 chapters. That was great. Yeah, I know. It was really great. I love the story. And it was amazing to read through everything. Oh my god, that was confusing, but I believe probably episode 5 is gonna give us a little bit more info. So let's see how it's gonna be. And I guess I'm gonna go and have a snack. So much stuff happened. Yeah, it's crazy. I just think like the amount of layers in this little murder was crazy. I mean, I was thinking maybe like at certain point like someone else gonna be killed or something like that. But yeah, it's a good run. Love it. So hope you enjoyed it as well. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. Thanks Zaf for the head pads. Let's see. We got a raid out. Okay, let's see who's live right now. Okay. Oh shit. Let me just. And if anyone's new here, I believe I have your company so far. Thank you so much for being here. And let's see. We're gonna raid out, and I don't know who yet, but let me copy my own raid message. I'll be around in these channels, and if you want to look for me, I am in Discord as always. And yeah, like let's go. We gonna raid. See you next time.